So here we have one of my favourite bikes so far that I've ridden. This is the little BSA Goldstar. It's a 500 single. They're really cheap. They're about £6 grand. I've seen them as low as 5.5 brand new. But it's a lovely thing to ride. It needs running in. I've had to run it in about 300 miles. And it's just, once it's running, it's a lovely thing. I mean, even running in it was nice. It would do 60 quite happily. Didn't take it much over about 4,000 revs. But it was just a nice thing to ride. And I got it running on Saturday. And it will quite happily do 80. I suspect it will probably do close on a ton if you actually slightly cruise to it. But it's a lovely, lovely bike. And I love the fact it genuinely looks like a BSA. I mean, look at that tank. You're unfortunately going to see me reflected in it, which is always not nice. And the clocks, you know, sort of very chronometric, very Smith chronometric. It's just a nice thing. And I love the BSA badge, the proper BSA badge on the side. And I'll just turn it around and show you the fashionable side, 1 second. And here's the other side. As you can see, they've really made an effort with it. It's really nicely done. I mean, it's called a Goldstar, so it's a 500 single. And it does look like an old, you know, a sort of slightly modernised old British single. Not so much a Goldstar, because Goldies, well, everyone wanted DBD34s, didn't they? So they were the racy ones, but it genuinely looks like an old Beezer. And I love the fact that they've done what they've done with the motor. You know, it's casting, so it's not actually need to be like that. But the catalytic converter, which is the bane of all modern bikes, is actually in that slightly thicker than usual exhaust down tube. You know, they've made the fuel injection look like the airbox of an old thing. What am I talking about? So out of breath. And the tank and everything, and the headlight, and you even got the little nacelle, which you probably won't be able to see now, but the little nacelle just there, which on it, old bikes has a ammeter in it, and this one's got the idiot lights in. So you've got neutral light, you've actually got side to side lights, so the side to down. Know what they say about their customers, but it's a really nice bike. And for £6 it's a really good bike. I mean, no, there aren't many things you can buy for £6 that are as good as this. There really aren't.